So today we would like our agenda to finish up. Look at this. These are the email IDs which I have received from the cyber security. Okay. Okay. Without any further delay, we'd like to start our work for today. So our agenda is we have to finish up what are the data types which are available in Python. That is the first agenda. And second one is are there any typecasting kind of functions? In C, we have typecasting. The same other type of typecasting ikkada unda. Whether the typecasting kind of functions are available in Python also. Let us see. Okay. So without further delay, let's get started. So you can see this one. So yesterday we have seen all this. Yesterday we have seen all this. Up to this particular point, we have seen everything here. So here, if you consider any object, if you want to know the basic properties of that particular object, you may be use the assistance of these three different kinds of functions which are available. Number one, type. What is the type of that particular variable? Because it is a dynamically typed language. Python is a dynamically typed language. Dynamically typed in the sense, no need to declare the variable at any instance of time. Okay, without declaring the variable, you can directly use that particular variable, something like this. Some a will be equal to some 10, so that it could be dynamically, it could be allocates as an integer, something like this. Okay, b will be equal to some 10.25, 10.25. Dynamically, it has been allocated as so it is float, something like this. Okay, then the dynamically typed language and చెప్పేసి అంటూ ఉంటారు. బట్ ఈ ఫీచర్ ఉంది కాబట్టి మనం డేటా టైప్ ని మనం ఎక్స్ప్లిసిట్ గా చెప్పం కాబట్టి wanted to know about that particular data type of your so variable. Yes, you can take it as a type of that particular variable so that you could get the type and where exactly it has been stored in memory. Okay, in which place it has been stored, what is the address. Third one is the contents of that object has been, we have seen these three. Today I'd like to go ahead and look into the matter of some more. First and foremost data type is integer. Of course, in any language, first and foremost data type is integer only. So the integer could be always specifies whole numbers, something like this, integral values only, there is no decimal place, something like a equal to 10. And we can represent like this in the following way, either in decimal form or in binary, octal or hexadecimal form. Either of these forms you can able to represent here. If you want to represent binary decimal form, so it is the values which are ranges between 0 to 9 only. ఏ నెంబర్ రాసినా కానీ 0 నుంచి 9 లోపల 2350 రాయాలనుకో 2365 రాయాలనుకోండి 2365 రాయాలంటే all these individual digits are ranges between 0 to 9 only. And the binary form in the sense whether it is 0 or 1. అయితే ఈ బైనరీ ఫామ్ చెప్పాలి అంటే మీరు నెంబర్కి మునుపు, డెసిమల్కి అయితే ఏమక్కర్లేదు, బైనరీ ఫామ్ చెప్పాలంటే నెంబర్కి మునుపు బిఫోర్ దట్ పర్టికులర్ నెంబర్. So you have to give one prefix. That prefix is 0 small b or 0 capital B. And instead, Python could understand, oh, user wants to specify this number as binary. So 1010, so 10. ఇలా చెప్పారనుకోండి, ఒక వాల్యూలోకి some a equal to 1010 అని చెప్పారనుకోండి. So then Python will understand this is 1010. This is 1010. It is not binary. మరి దీన్ని బైనరీ కింద మార్చాలంటే ఏం చేయాలి? సో 0 స్మాల్ బి కానీ క్యాపిటల్ బి కానీ ముందు ప్రిఫిక్స్ చేయాలి. అలా ప్రిఫిక్స్ చేయగలిగితేనే సో మీకు ఇది బైనరీ కింద ఐడెంటిఫై అవుతుంది. అలాగే ఆక్టల్, ఇఫ్ యూ కన్సిడర్ ఆక్టల్, సో దిస్ కుడ్ బి రేంజెస్ బిట్వీన్ 0 to 7. ఆక్టల్ నంబర్స్ మొత్తం కూడా 0 to 7 లోపలే ఉంటాయి. సో ఇక్కడ అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తే ఇక్కడ కూడాను ఒక ప్రిఫిక్స్ అవసరం, దట్ ఈస్ ఓ. అంటే 0, this is actually 0 followed by O. Otherwise 0 capital O. You can specify any one of these. వీటిలో ఏదైనా సరే మీరు చెప్పచ్చు. ఓకే, as like as this one here. ఇక్కడ ఎలా అయితే చూపించామో సేమ్ అదే. నెక్స్ట్ స్లైడ్ లో వచ్చేది మొత్తం అదే అనుకోండి. ముందుగానే చెప్తున్నాను మీకు. ఆ స్లైడ్ ఒకసారి చదువుకోవచ్చు. సో hexadecimal చెప్పాలి అంటే hexadecimal లో ఉండే వాల్యూస్ probably you people have got an idea in terms of while learning some C programming in the previous semester. So 0 to 9, totally 16 digits are there. 0 to 9, totally 10 digits, followed by capital A to capital F. These are hexadecimal values. దీన్ని కూడా చెప్పాలి అంటే ఇంకొక ఫామ్ అవసరం, దట్ ఈస్ 0, సో స్మాల్ x, అదర్వైజ్ 0 capital X. ఈ రెండిట్లో ఏం చెప్పినా పర్వాలేదు. Then Python will understand, yes, user wants to work out with the hexadecimal values. Okay, look at the points. So you can 0 to 10 in the sense, I mean decimal in the sense 0 base 10 actually, and these values will be, Python will be understand, so 0 to 9 values, digits. Okay, a number will be framed with 0 to 9, that is a decimal. And the binary in the sense base 2, which does have only either 0 or 1, so that it could be so 0p or 0 capital B, small b or capital B, something like 0b 1010 or 0b 1000 or any other thing. Okay, then octal in the sense base 8, which does have 0 to 7 number of the digits are available. It could be specified 0 O small o or 0 capital O, something like this one here. 0 O or 2 3 4 5, 0 O 2 3 1 3, something like this. And hexadecimal in the sense, it could be taken, so the 0 to 9 and A to F, both uppercase and lowercase are accepted in terms of Python, whereas in other languages it could not be accepted lowercase letters, only uppercase letters will be accepted. Python could be accepted both cases, and it could be prefixed by this particular value, 0x or 0 capital X, something like 0x FACE, 0x 0912, something like this. ఇలా మనం చెప్పడానికి అవకాశం ఉంది. ఓకే, సో వీటిని చెప్పేటప్పుడు అంటే ప్రీవియస్ గా ఇంకొక లాంగ్వేజ్ ఒకసారి అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తే, సి కానీ C++ కానీ జావా కానీ అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తే, if you observe all those languages, so if you want to specify these values, you have to write at least some 3 to 4 lines code. But here directly they have given. So that is the advantage of Python. Okay, and while we are trying to specify these values, PVM, Python virtual machine has taken care about conversion of the binary to decimal to hexadecimal, something like this. When the conversions will be done, so PVM will be taken care. Then base conversions. How could you change the base conversions using any number to binary, hexadecimal, or any other thing? BIN. If you take BIN, let me show you one example that you could understand very easily. So BIN will be convert any number to binary base. Okay, let me take the, where it is. Was it open or not? Yes, it is open. Okay, let me make this one somewhat smaller, then you could be able to see in a proper way, because your screen is very small enough, so that is why I have taken this much size. Okay, look at this. A is equal to 10. It is actually base 10, that is a decimal number. So P equal to, I'd like to convert A into binary form. P equal to, let me convert this one, BIN of A. You convert this one. Look at this, print A, what is the value of A? That is 10. So print B, what is the value of B? Look at this, there is a prefixed value 0B. And this is the actual value of 10. 1010 will be actual value of 10 in binary, and it has been given prefixed value of 0B, so that it is binary value. In this way, you can take it into consideration. And you could also convert this into octal also. Some C equal to OCT of A, print of C. You can see this one. You can see this particular value has been prefixed by so 0 O, small o. And then it could also take hexadecimal. How this could be? some d equal to hex of a, hex of a. You can see print. So yeah, d, take the print out 0x small a. So in terms of hexadecimal, so after 9, 10 will be represented capital small a or capital A, and B will be represented with 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, like this you can able to convert your values, your decimal values into respective kind of respective kind of thing here. So we would like to take into consideration by by one moment, please. Yeah, by such a way that which is prefixed by 0x or 0o or 0b for respective systems here. Okay, then that is what about the float. Sorry, integer. I'm very sorry. Say integer. Okay. Then float in the sense it will be always taken with the decimal values. That is floating point values. Floating point value. So some 0.72, something like this. There must be some integer part, and so real part must be there. That is the floating point value could be there here. And it could be seen as f equal to 1.23, whatever, maybe you can take your own example. And if you take the type of this particular value, it will be gives you float. Okay. Then you can also represent this floating point value by scientific form by introducing small e or capital E, small e or capital E. Okay. So here also small e or capital E, something like this. Okay. Let me show you this one. So f equal to same. Let me operate the same here. So f equal to 1.2 small e3. What does it means? 10 power 3. That is the meaning here. 1.2 into 10 power 3. That is the meaning here. So print the value of so f. It would be taken. So this is 1200. Okay. So that is the meaning here. Okay. Capital E also be taken. So f h equal to some 2.34. So capital E, let me say that is 4 or 5, whatever maybe. If you take this one, print so print h, it's also the same. Okay. So 5 digits must be there. If any already you have specified some digits, they will be taken as it is, and remaining will be put into zeros. So in scientific form also you can specify. Both will be possible. And the advantage of this exponential form is to represent very bigger values in memory with less memory. So the exponent format will be taken into consideration here. Then uh, uh, it, actually this presentation was prepared while I have installed 3.8 into my system. So 3.6 into my system. This particular statement is true for 3.6. Right away from 3.8 onwards, the statement is not correct. This statement is not correct here. Okay. So somehow, so yes, this statement is correct only, but you cannot represent this float values into using any binary form. Okay, any other hexadecimal, octal, or hexadecimal format cannot be possible. Only in decimal form you can split. You can place this one here. Then complex. So previously, if you want to perform complex operations in C or C++, you have to create one structure. So some structure, struct structure. So some complex C open. First value is float, real part, REAL. Then followed by second one is again float, imaginary, IMG. So IMG has been taken, and this will be gets created with one struct C as value B. So here two different members are there here. First one is real part and second one is imaginary part. So that if you want to display the values of this one, for example, so B dot real will be equal to so 10.5. So V dot imaginary part will be equal to some 2.6, something like this. If you want to display these two, so printf, let me write PF in the sense printf. So percentage F followed by plus percentage F followed by J. Okay, then you have to print the values in such a way. So you have to write this much code to generate this huge code to generate your complex values in C, C++, or Java. Whereas in Python, it's been given as a data type. As a data type. Look at this. Look at this. A complex number will be in the form of A plus B, J. This is real part and this is imaginary part. This is real part and this is imaginary part. IMEAG, imaginary part. Okay, it has been given as a data type. But in C, C++, you have to create a structure and you have to take values to these two members of the structure and you have to print in such a way. You have to develop this much amount of code while working with the complex data types in other languages. But in Python, it's been a thing. And here, A and B will be floating point values. Okay. And examples will be seen like this. Even though you have specified 3 plus 5j, internally 3.0 plus 5.0j. Internally, while it is being stored into memory, that could be taken because always these are floating point values. You cannot specify so the integer points. Okay. Always must be specified in float. Both real and imaginary parts must be always specified in so floating point value only. Then let me arrange this one. Then you could able to see in a proper way. Otherwise, it could not be somewhat clumsy while reading the same thing from your mobile phones. Okay. Look at that. So both will be stored in float type only. Followed by arithmetic operations of the complex also be done. So how this could be done here? So let me take two complex values here. Complex value one will be some p equal to so 10.4 plus so 4.2 j. That is first complex value. Q equal to some 6.7 plus then 5.9 j. This is second one. Let me add these two and place in the Q. Sorry, R. R will be equal to so P plus Q. So if you operate this one, what would be happen? So this real part will be added with real part and imaginary part will be added with imaginary part. Look at this, print R, the value R. Okay, something like this. 14 plus 14.4 plus 6.7 will be 17.1. So 4.2 plus 5.2, 10.1. So 10.1000 something like that one. So that could be given some precision value. Don't worry about that precision value. 10.1 only. Okay. In such a way, it has been. So like this, you can perform some arithmetic operations on so this one also. You can also perform or S will be equal to P minus Q. P minus Q in the sense first value minus the second value. It could also be possible. Print. So yes, if you take yes, 3.7. So 10.4 minus 6.7 will be 3.7 minus 1. Followed by this particular value minus this is because we have been operated minus here minus 1.7 into so and so. Because so when compared to 5.9, 4.2 is somewhat bigger value. So that is why 5.9 is somewhat bigger value when compared to 4. So that is why we got minus. They got minus. Just a moment, please. Likewise, you can perform. So addition, subtractions, divisions, everything could be possible. Okay. Then you can see. So here, as far as this one, C dot real will be 10.5 as per this particular example. C dot imaginary will be equal to 3.6. Okay, 3.6. Then actually this complex data type will be used in scientific applications and electrical engineering, EEE. For those not exactly in the course of EEE in BTech, while doing some applications or developing any kind of applications with electrical engineering, then complex data types are used. Okay. This is what about complex data type, and these are the operations of complex data type. These are the operations of so assignment of complex value to one variable, another variable. So addition and subtraction, something like that. Then Boolean. Boolean can be taken either true or false. Already these two are so keywords of Python. TRUE, FALSE are keywords of Python. So these will be considered as Boolean data type, and true will be equal to. So true will be equal to 1, and false will be equal to 0. Okay, this must be always right away from C programming onwards. We have know that true will be always non-zero element, and false will be always equal to 0. So look at this. If B equal to true, and so type of B will be equal to bool. Already I have given some information that some C equal to, so like this TRUE will be written like this. So it will be gives you an error, because true will be always written capital T, RUE is small. Okay, true plus true, because true is 1 actually here. 1 plus 1 will be gives you this one here. Let me operate this one for a while, then you could understand very clearly. So some A will be equal to TRUE, B will be equal to FALSE, and C will be equal to TRUE. Okay, let me print. So A plus B, that is so true plus false will be equal to 1. Will be equal to 1. So print. So A minus B minus A, B minus A. So 0 minus 1, that is minus 1. Okay, print. So print A plus C. A equal to true, B, C also equal to true. 1 plus 1, that is 2. Okay, so that is what you could understand. This is the way you could understand. Okay, so true plus true, that is 1 plus 1 equal to 2. So true minus false, that is 1. 1 minus 0, that is 1. False minus true, this is 0 minus 1, minus 1 in such a way. Okay, you please remember this. Yeah. String data type, very important data type for us. There is no CHER. In C, we have CHER data type with us. CHER data type. If you want to create a string, cat some str, and you have to define one particular array, something like this, then it will be considered a string in C or C++, something like that. But in Java, we have string. We have string, the object is there. In C, in Python, it is one of the data types. How it could be? Look at this. String represents string data type. str represents string data type. And here, a string is sequence of characters enclosed with single quotes or double quotes. There is no difference in single quotes and double quotes in Python. Both will be same. Okay, like this. S1 equal to AIM is something like this. S1 equal to double quotes AIM, both are same. Okay. Then by using single quotes and double quotes, we cannot represent multi-line letters. Multi-line in the sense like this. It could not be possible. So S3 will be equal to, so A M, next line, within the next line REDDY. Okay, this is first line 1, and this is line 2. Like this, it is not possible. Then how could you specify like this? So it could be able to specify with the three single dots, single quotes, or 3 double quotes. You can specify either of these. So okay, let me do something for you. Then you could understand very easily. You can understand very easily. So S1 equal to, so let me consider nursery of it. S2 equal to, so nursery of it within double quotes. Both are same. S1. You specify S1. Sorry, it is not capital S1. It is small S1. Okay, nursery of it. So specify S2. It is a capital nursery. It could be okay. And if you want to specify in multiple lines, it is not supposed to be accepted. Suppose S3 is equal to, so within double quotes, AM Reddy College. Enter. If you do enter, obviously it will be gives you where is the closing quotation. That is the end of the line will be taken. This error message will be displayed to you. This error message will be displayed to you. So your intention is after this one, let me take one more line and type College of Engineering and one more line Narsaraopeta. 3 lines. I'd like to type in 3 lines, but it is not accepting. How could you done this one here in the sense? By taking either triple single quotes or triple double quotes. Look at this. S3 equal to, wait for a minute. S3 is equal to 1, 2, 3. Okay, then AMRADDY College. Now it is okay. Of Engineering followed by Narsaraopeta. Triple quotes are N. Specify S3 here. You can see here we have to press the enter key so that the backslash n. Here also enter key so that the backslash n. Okay, specify something like this, it could be displayed like this. If you print the value, if you apply print operation on S3, then it could be displayed in line by line. Okay, that is the difference between specifying just S3 and within print. Okay, in this way, the output will be. So that is what I have given here. That is what I have given here. The same thing. Okay. That is fine. Okay, please go through this one for a while, then you could understand. Let me go ahead with the next one. String must be sliced. That is the substring. Slicing in the sense substring. Look at this. How could you slice this one here? In the sense by using the braces. Okay, by using braces. Let me explain by taking one example here. Always string will be follow. So the basic index will be right from 0 and so on up to n minus 1. Okay. Look at this. You could. Let me explain these 2 points after some time. Look at this. So in forward direction, totally 12 characters are there here. So 0 to 11, n minus 1. And in negative direction also, you could able to display the contents right away from so last character to first character also, you could able to display the data here. How can you display? Let me show you. Here in S2, we have Narsaraopeta. Okay, I'd like to display NARA. So how many characters are there? So 1, 2, 3, 4. So totally, S2 of 0 to S2 of some 2. 0, 1, 2, 3. S2 of 3. So like this. Print. Wait for a while. Let me place my cursor here. Print. So S2 of 0, 2, 3 characters. Right away from starting is 0 and ending will be 3 characters. Look at this, NAR. Okay, NARA, 4 will be there. So 4 will be there. Okay, it is 0 to 4. Actually, this thing will be taken into consideration. So 0. So this index will be included and this index will not be included. This index will not be included. Minus 1, 4 minus 1, that is 3, up to 3. So here 3 minus 1, that is 2. 0 to 2, that is the meaning here. Okay. In this way, either it is in positive direction or it is negative direction. Let me specify something like this. So I would like to specify minus 12 to minus 8, for example. Minus 12 to minus 8. Minus 12 is small value, minus 8 is bigger value, you know. So NARA. Minus 12 to minus 8. So minus 8 is not supposed to be included. Minus 12. So that is 12 to 9. So this particular value is going to be displayed. Either of these two, it could be so displayed here. It could be taken into consideration here. Okay. If you take something like this out of range, totally 11 characters are there. If I would take print, So S2 of some 20. Actually, 20th character is not available within this one. So you could get string index out of range. There is an error, string index out of range. It could not be taken into consideration. Okay. Then you have to take some kind of notes at this moment. So here, basic types are integer, float, complex, bool, and string. These are the fundamental data types, or scalar data types of Python. And here in Python, we can represent string. Character cannot be represented in its value. Already I have told you there is no char data type. So itself, string is explicitly not represented any character. Using str, you can represent. So you can look at this one here. C equal to A, and if you take the type of C, it could be taken as str, class str. You have to apply yourself. And in Python 2, so long data type, long integer data type is available in Python 2, but in Python 3, there is no long data type. Long data type values will be specified in integer only. This is one more point you have to remember. Okay. So long is not there in Python 3. In Python 2, yes, long is available. Okay. Then followed by, you can convert one type to another type by taking the type conversion functions. Let me give you. This is integer. From any data type to integer will be converted. For any data type to float, it will be converted. For any data type to complex, it will be converted from Boolean and str also. By default, if you take any input, by default, the data type of input will be str in the form of str. So yesterday we did some examples. During that, in those examples, we have taken something like this. So integer of input of okay, prompt message. I don't want to write prompt message here. Then here. So whatever the input you have taken here, this is the string, and the string will be typecasted with integer, so that the final value could be converted into integer. Similarly, float. Similarly, complex. Similarly, bool also. The same fashion. Okay. Of course, I have given some examples here. You please go through these examples. Let me display them for a while. Okay. You can see. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 123.45 will be converted into integer. Will be 1, 2, 3. Integer of true, that is 1. Integer of complex cannot be converted to integer. It is not possible. Integer of false will be equal to 0. Integer of within string, then will be specified. It will be converted into here. Integer of within string 10.45. It is not supposed to be taken into consideration because it is in float form. It is in float form in terms of string. Okay, that is not possible. And the next one also it is not possible because the TEN cannot be converted into integer. Okay, that is not supposed to be converted yet. So look at this. You please remember these 2 points. Integer cannot expect any kind of complex kind of type. String can be converted into so integer. So thereby it must be integral value, something like this. Okay. Similarly, float also, I have given some examples to you. Complex also, I have given something to you. Same, there is no difference. Let me take a complex here. Let me explain some complex here. A equal to some 10. Some B equal to COMPLEX of A. If you are supposed to take something like this, we did not specify second value. Imaginary part has not been given here, so that it could be taken. So A value is 10. 10 plus 0j. So print B. If you take something like this, you can see here 10 plus 0j. Okay. So 10.0 plus 0j. Internally it is 0 point, but it is not supposed to specify. Okay. In this way. Will also be said. If integer will be taken, if integer value will be equal to 0, that is false. Non-zero value, not exactly 1, any other non-zero value, that will be true. In float, total number of values. So it would be seen 0.0 will be there, that is false. then any value 0.1 will be there, that is true. In complex also 0.0 plus 0j will be there, which is called as false. 0 plus 0.1j will be true because it is having some value. In string also, so it could be empty string, null string, then that is false, otherwise it is true. For bool, you have to take care about this. So immutability, tomorrow I'd like to discuss this particular immutability. After this is the points. These are the points I'd like to. I'll send this particular video immediately. Please go through this particular video for a while, then you could get some clear idea about so the data types. Knowing the data types is very, 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 very important. Okay.